Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Greg K6EGG live stream. We got Jeff AGI in there. We also have, looks like Jay in there. Good evening, everybody. I've been pretty busy the last couple days, unexpectedly. Well, not totally unexpectedly, but still good to be back in the shack tonight, enjoying a little bit of amateur radio. So we're gonna do something just a little bit different tonight. I had lunch with, well, I guess it would be like a lunch dinner. We met at like 2:15 or 2:30. We had some Korean barbecue. Dana N7 UFT. God, I'm so freaking bad with call letters. Yeah, so we had lunch this afternoon over some good Korean barbecue. Might I say it was very good, and I got him to have the spicy pork belly. He's not much of a spicy guy, but managed him to get some spicy stuff in him tonight. So we're going to try to work some sats tonight. I have done it a little bit in the past. I've only made a contact on the ISS once. I've also heard myself come through the ISS crossband repeater, that is, once. I've heard myself come through it another time, but I didn't make a contact through it because I was not tracking it as well as I probably should have. Dana's going to talk me all the way through it. It's great to see you in the chat, dude. Was just talking about you today with Dana N7 UFT over some burnt pork belly. Yeah, I'm going to be burping all night tonight. I got the Pi-Star fired up right now. Dana's going to be joining us probably closer to 7:30. The ISS pass is until, I believe, at the bottom of the hour at 8 o'clock. So right around 8:30. I'm trying to figure out. I didn't think I saw that tonight, but I'm going to double check. ISS pass schedule. So I'm going to see exactly, or maybe it was another satellite. He said he's going to try to get me to get on. So I'm just looking this up. This looks pretty weak. Oh, it doesn't say we have a pass tonight. Maybe we're trying another one. Come on, baby. Oh, I know why that's not making noise. Dang it. I think one of my buttons got screwed up here. There we go. Oh, didn't go out on the way. I'm just trying something out here. All right. Doesn't look like there's a SAT or an ISS pass tonight. I thought he mentioned that. Maybe it's another satellite. Maybe it was another satellite or something. But I'm going to jump over to some Pi-Star, or DStar, I should say, from my Pi-Star. See, that's not working either. It's not coming in. There it goes. Okay, the other thing I want to bring up tonight. So some of you do not know what I did. If you remember my ID51 I had, the first one I had, before I moved it into my Tesla, well, I thought I had smoked it, which it turns out I did not smoke it. That's the good news. So this is a pretty interesting story here. So I was approached. I don't want to say the person's name. I don't know if he wanted me to say his name. But I was approached by somebody via email saying he wanted to gamble and buy my smoked ID 5100. And we agreed on a price. I paid for the shipping and shipped it out to him. You know, and the understanding that It did not work at the time, so he knew that he was taking the gamble. I did not solicit anything about it. He reached out to me, and we just found a fair, even price, which I think it was fair for me. I think it was fair for him. We later, after a couple weeks, after I was pretty busy during that time, after a week or two, I finally got it out to him, and of course he was busy. He sent it into, or talked to a repair person about it. They said, if it's smoked, or if he looked at it himself, he was going to try to fidget with it himself, and he decided against it. And then he called a repair guy. I don't want to say his name either. But pardon me. But this one, he opened it up and he didn't see anything obvious, nothing that he can fix. No, whatever. So he reached out to a repair tech. And I don't know the exact wording, but the repair tech said, if it's smoked inside, it's not really worth it, or whatever the case is. He still decided to send it out to him and have him run a few tests. And I'm just going to read you what the repair person said in the email to him that he forwarded to me. He said, "This one tricked me. I started out thinking you were right, and you said it was over voltage, but it wasn't. After chasing the entire control circuit and all the various regulators, I finally found out a voltage that appeared on the main unit did not make it to the control head. So in between the face, basically, in the head unit was not working. The pins inside the control cable connectors were smashed down like someone incorrectly inserted them." That someone's probably me. It took a little bit of work, but I got them all straightened out. It's all working. That was some other personal stuff to him. So that was the repair guy, and this is the person that bought it for me. And please jump in the chat. And if you're watching right now, if you want me to say your name, or you can email me. Update on your Tesla. You did not smoke it, or you didn't smoke it. You did. I admit it. I'm an idiot. Against better judgment, I decided to send in the repair. All in, including the $100 he paid me. He paid another $223, and he got it fixed. I don't want to put in some of the other stuff that he put. This is why I'm not putting the email up, because there's some stuff in there I don't know if he wants me to put in. Never considered paying that much, but cheaper than a new one, I guess. I think, in my eyes, he scored. If you can find one on eBay, they're well over $500 still. So he could probably flip that and make $100 or so on it. I'd say that's a pretty good investment. Apparently, you must have plugged something in accidentally into the factory control head into the main unit and damaged the pins, which I just read. Possibly a non-factory cable. Let me know so you don't damage your... I just want to let you know so you don't damage your new one. Anyways, it should be a good story to tell in your live stream, which it is. So let me tell you the backstory, another story about how when I... What's up, Alex? What's up, Craig? What's up, Eric? Also, I saw you in and a couple other chats this afternoon when I was watching some ham radio live stuff. Jeff probably knows a little bit about it. So the day I took my radio out of my Chevy Volt, because I had a Chevy Volt that I had my ID51 in for 3 years, 2.5 years, something like that. I took everything, threw it in a quick box, and I waited a couple days, and then I went and after I sold my Chevy Volt, it was actually right after I saw Seth in October in Florida. I made the transaction for the sale of the car. Obviously, took everything out of it, and I did it kind of in a hurry because I got home really, really late from Florida, and I had to meet this guy at like 9 in the morning down in Orange County. So, anyway, I just threw all that stuff in there. I took everything out right before I left, and then 2 days later, I went to go put it in my new car, my Tesla Model S, and dark interior. I remember putting everything on the seat when I went to go do the install. I was going to just do a throw-in install until I could figure out where the face would be in a good place, the head unit, where I can put the battery, if I needed any extension cable. So I kind of like put it in a couple different configurations, or I was going to. And when I went to go try to find a control cable, which goes between the face and the head unit, which was talked about in the email, I couldn't find it. So it's a normal RJ11, not an RJ45 is the bigger one, I think. It's a normal RJ11, 6-pin. So I'm like, okay, well, I made like 1,000 at work. But I didn't have the same type of cable that they had. All I had was Cat 6, which I used to run some cable in the house here when I had some walls open. So I decided to strip it down, check out the pinout, see if anything was reversed. I followed the basic diagram for the RJ11. It looks like a telephone cable. It's the same size of a telephone connector, but it uses 6 cables, I think, not 8. I ran the test on it. Everything looked good. I have some easy connectors where you basically just, what's up, Sam? Nice to see you in there. Easy connectors. You could just slide the cables through, and when you crimp it, it crimps the cable into the connector, and it also shears off the extra cable. Very easy to use. Look up Easy Connectors or Easy Cat 5 connector. So I did that. I ran the check. Everything checked out pretty good. I did notice when I cut one of the wires away, and I just looked at it today, I didn't cut it off quite enough, so it was pushing into where the crimp was. And it looked like it actually pushed out one of the pins that are attached in the metal pin that's inside the jacket of the connector. So anyways, it tested okay. So I plugged it in and it didn't work. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I'll just wait because I ordered another cable. So it came like 3 days later. Well, let me go back another step. The next day, I'm getting tacos at a taco truck at a Korean taco place, in actually right by Dana N7 UFT's house. And he's sending me some info to get the SAT stuff going too, by the way. The pass-through connectors were actually the easy connectors. So I put it into the head unit, it didn't work. So anyways, I'm trying to eat the tacos, and only available, hold on a second here. It's ISS, okay. So, I'm eating the tacos, and I remember I dropped a bunch of meat, and so I'm fiddling around trying to figure out how to turn my light on. And I found out when I got the light on that the original cable for the head unit slid in between the seat and the center console. And in the Tesla, there's a large gap. There's a lot of space because there's no engine or anything underneath. So it's just space. So anyways, I pulled the cable out. I'm like, oh, I'll plug it in. Nothing. And I heard just click, click when it turned on. So I'm like, oh, did I fry it? That's what I looked at as what I felt. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll try it in my house. And I just tried it into the power supply that I use for the 9700 that I know it's regulated. I can know exactly what power is coming out. And it was 13.7 volts or whatever it is. God, I'm bad with numbers too. And it did the same exact thing. So I remember looking in the connector of the face, and I'm looking in and it looked okay. I did not look inside the connectors of the head unit, And, you know, at that point, I thought I just fried it in my car. But it turned out that I didn't fry it, which is good. Now I know exactly what happened to it because that fellow took the chance and to try to fix it. And in my eyes, that's a win for him. Obviously, I effed up, and I am the first one to admit when I make a mistake. And hopefully you guys can learn from my side of it. I have made like literally hundreds of connectors, and I've put the connectors all in my house for the Cat 5 in most of my rooms. So I must have just, you know, that one little tiny pin got knocked, and it maybe pushed the whole connectors over and knocked the metal bindings off, or moved the metal binding off just enough so it wasn't making contact with the control cable. So it happens. I get it. I learned from it. I hope you guys learn from it. Even the technician had not run into that problem. He didn't look at it first. You know, he ran all the diagnostics on it first before he got to that point. So it kind of put him for a loop. So that's what happened with that. I hate the fact that I made the mistake on it, but sometimes you live and sometimes you learn. So hopefully I learned a lot from that, and hopefully me sharing that with you, maybe I learned something. I'm a little embarrassed because that's what I do for a living. I kind of do that sort of stuff. And it is what it is. But I'm happy that the fellow got a radio, and I hope, and you know, for what he had to deal with, I hope that he's going to be able to make some money off it, maybe flipping it, or he's got a cheaper radio. So I hope he reaches out to me again. One of the reasons I know he watches the videos. I know he watches the live stream. I just didn't know if he wanted to be mentioned by name or call sign. I just wanted to protect his privacy a little bit. Because I don't even think I've seen him in the chat, if I recall right. But I didn't want to say anything that I sold it. I did mention to a couple admins that watch that are part of the channel that I did, and somebody was going to take a chance on it, which is, hey, that's how you do it. To make a long story short, I'm talking into an Avalon a preamp 737 SP, which is approximately $2,500 new. Even used, they're still close to $2,000 on eBay. I walked into, I often go into secondhand stores. Good night, Jeff. Take care. And pawn shops to look for older audio equipment, because I think some of the older audio equipment sounds a little bit more rich sounding. And I saw the app, the 737 app there, and I asked to see if it worked, and he said it didn't. It has some major problems with it. It's not passing audio. So I came back to my house. I asked him, I go, can I put one of my mics to it that I know that works and test it and see what it does? I might be interested in buying it. He's like, well, I'm just going to sell it for $150. You know, I'm like, all right. You know, how does $100 sound? I go, this thing doesn't even work. I don't even know if it powers on at this point, because he didn't have the power cord for it. So, he couldn't find one. And I said, if you can find a power cord for it right now, I'll give you $150. If you can't find one in 5 minutes, I'll give you cash $100. And he ended up giving he just didn't want to deal with it. Gave me it for $100. It didn't pass audio. It was like crunchy sounding. It passed something. And so I did some research and found out it was actually the tubes that went out on it. So I ordered some new tubes from the company directly. It's a really easy pop in, pop out. There's 3 of them. I can't remember. There's multiple tubes in there. So I changed those out, put everything back together, plug my trusty RE20 in, and the audio that came out of that was just amazing. So I can turn around and flip that. So it happened to me. It happened to somebody else. I get it. So all good. I got to text Dana real quick. Dana's going to be joining us shortly. We're going to get some sat passes going here, hopefully within the hour. Maybe he'll give me a little information on how I get that sat pass in. I messed with it one night, not on the stream, and he really enjoyed it. I was able to hear him make another contact. He was trying to I think he was actually trying to get Eduardo down in south of Mexico City, in Mexico. But they weren't able to hear each other. I think somebody else came in that night. So good to see Sam in the chat tonight. You guys, I was sitting there talking to myself. I hope you enjoyed my failure. It's a couple month long failure, but I'm glad there's a happy ending. I'm glad someone's going to be able to, maybe make some money off of it, or have a radio for, 40% or 40% cheaper than you can find a working one on the eBay or used or something like that. Speaking about used radios, there is a lot of used Icom 7300s that are showing up on the QRZ.com, and I think I see quite a few. I saw quite a few on the eBay listings, at least like about a week ago. I haven't looked this week, but Dana mentioned it at lunch, and I looked on the QRZ ads today when I got home after some good Korean barbecue, spicy pork belly, which is still making me burp, and there is quite a few, believe it or not. So I'm hoping these guys will jump in here shortly. I think Seth will be joining us shortly as well. I don't see Dana in the chat yet, but I'll see him shortly as well. He said he was going to do a computer reboot. The ISS tracker he sent me was not working, so I'm going to try something else. There was like this there we go. I think it's this right here. And I can click on this, right? Show me where it's at, and it'll show me where exactly I need to be frequency-wise, and you can see the Doppler shift. So I haven't used this functionality before, but it looks like SO50 is about ready to pass. So hopefully we'll get that going here. I'm going to stay away from DStar for a moment and see if one of these guys pop in. And just to let you know, I was able to make some new contacts on 520 today. I talked to Doug, and the last of his call letter, I think it was K6TX. He was in Corona Hills. Let me double check here, but I think it was K6TX. I know it was TX something. No, that's a KG6. No, I know the last callers were TX in there, so I'm gonna have to figure out a lot of stuff with this sat pass stuff. I'm also gonna have to turn on my light. I was gonna go a little bit less light tonight. At least now I can see the keyboard. Ooh, got some popping going on there. All right. I think while I wait for Dana, I will go on some DStar. What's up, Jim? Nice to see you in there tonight. I hope all is well as in the free state of Florida tonight. Still rebooting. Dana's good to see you in there. What's up, Michael? N5ZR. And I was going to put this in earlier, but for some reason it wouldn't go in there. I'll just get on 30 Charlie here for a moment. Hopefully we'll have time to get set up tonight in time for the Sat Pass. I'm sure there'll be another opportunity at some point. And it looks like I am on, it looks like 30 Charlie right now. I think. Ugh. I'm sitting on my leg and I can't move my chair. Sorry. So that means I couldn't hit the transmit key. See if I open spot. Wait here for a moment. Make sure nobody's talking, which is always rude. Don't be that guy. There we go. You should see the moderator voice chat. Moderator voice chat. Unless you got Discord working. But that way you can see the preview video too. Yep, the K6EGG. Yes, that's who I talked to. Oh, boy. Let me try again, Jason. This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring reflector 30 Charlie.
K6EGG and 7AKC.
What's up, David? Was wondering, first off, David, N7AKC. Did I have any loss when I just keyed up right there?
I'm sorry, do you have any what?
Maybe I do have some loss. Did I have any loss right there when I first talked to you there? Weird.
Yeah, I actually saw you come up. And I didn't hear anything, and then I heard you that time, and that's when I responded to you. Yeah, you're fine now, but I guess the answer would be yes, a little bit of loss on your first QSO.
Copy that. Good to see it's working now. Maybe it just had to wake up because I haven't used it for a few days or so. So good to hear you in here tonight. I'm looking forward to maybe making a contact or two on a satellite or an ISS repeater or a crossband repeater. I don't think the ISS is popping over tonight, though. But we'll see. Good to hear you in here tonight. I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. Good to see him coming in good now.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I just picked up a new HF rig. I sent you an email, and you can flash it on the screen if you want. But I'm pretty excited about that. It took me a while to get it all set up like I wanted it, but it's beautiful. Audio is just amazing, and I'll wait till you open the email and you can look at it.
Oh, that's a nice looking radio there. What is that, a 890? Is that what that is?
I'm curious, what kind of rig did you get? What is it? K5JKI.
And that is a beautiful radio there. I'll let you tell me what it is there. N7AKC. That is a beautiful radio.
It's a Kenwood TS890.
I really like that display there, man. Good for you. You like it so far? Does it sound good?
Oh, it's amazing, to be honest with you. I traded a couple of rigs in for it. I had a beautiful 9 out of 10 TS590, and I also had an older 7600. And those two went, as well as a handful of other stuff, and it pretty much covered the cost for this. I had a lot of stuff hanging around. It's an amazing rig. It really is. I can't wait till you get on HF, because I was making contacts all over the world with it in the first 24 hours. So yeah, we got to get you on HF. I think that'd be pretty amazing. But I absolutely love it. If that picture I showed you, I think it has the audio scope. But there's also some other scopes in there as well. I'm just learning. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can't wait to get on there and make some HF contacts, that's for sure. And especially talk to some of you guys antenna to antenna on HF instead of going through digital. I think that would be pretty cool. I think I heard Gabe out there, K6EGG. You want to jump in to make a comment? Would you like to make a comment?
Yeah, that's a nice radio, man. Wow. If I brought something like that home, my wife would give me the stink eye. The last Kenwood I had was, I had a Kenwood 2000 and an 870 back, this years ago, but that looks like a really nice looking, Oh boy, I'm drooling over here.
Yeah, I would love to make
The
DStar HF contact. That's for sure. I know I tried to get you hooked up with somebody down in Corona.
RE20, but for now I'm just using a Kenwood MC90, and it seems to with the settings set, pretty close to factory. I'm getting excellent audio reports, but one of these days, Greg, I'd have to pick your brain, because I was looking into an RE27. And I know you need a mic preamp for that. I had some little cheat notes here, but I was going to ask you, but maybe not right now. I think I was going to get a DBX 286 preamp and RE27ND.
Hey, Don.
Because your audio just sounds amazing. I'm not just blowing smoke, but your audio sounds great. And of course, I know you do stuff on YouTube, but it comes across on the radio really, really good. So back to you for comment, N7AKC.
Copy that. I appreciate it. Yeah, pick my brain whenever. I know the RE27D. Very similar to it looks similar to the RE20. It functions a little bit differently, but it sounds brilliant, and it actually has a lot more audio output, more voltage out. Very good microphone. I actually personally prefer the RE20. I just got an RE320 because I like the way that Scott sounded the other night. So I'm going to play with that a little bit and see how that does. It has the same voltage regulation as the 27, so it has a little bit of a higher output. So I'm interested to see how that sounds. So let me know when you get that, and I would love to see how you sound with that. Just to let you know, I have this mic directly plugged into my radio through a splitter, so I'm not going through any outboard, what's the word I'm looking for? Outboarded audio gear.
K6EGG in the group N78KC. Yeah, I believe you use the fathead, and that's all you really need, correct?
You have to have a way to power the fathead, and I'm doing that through the direct out through the splitter I have coming from my preamp. So in a sense, I'm using the preamp, but I'm just using it to power the fathead that's on the back of my RE20 here. By the way, the Dynamite sounds a lot better, but there's a ton of RFI in it.
Your audio's excellent, and I know you're in the business of audio. So, yeah, you obviously, you got that down. I use Heil microphones. I used them for years, and they match up really nice with amateur radio stuff. But I mean, this 890 is just, it's an amazing radio. So, again, I had an MC90, and it seems to do fine. And when I listen to myself, monitor, it comes back really, really clean. I also have a Heil Pro 7 headset, which I use for contesting. I like CW. I'm a CW guy. I like to jump into some of those contests. But anyway, if you had I think at one point I asked you if you had an HF radio because I was just going to see if you could hear me. And you told me you had a TS2000, but it wasn't working. But one of these days, if you actually get a good radio, like that 7610, that's a beautiful radio. I almost bought one of those. But if you get something, I could at least, make a transmission your way. I can push 500-600 watts, and I'm sure I can hit you on 20 meters.
Yeah, I don't have anything working at the moment. I don't have an antenna either. God, I'm bad with model numbers. The GR5 Junior or whatever it was called that I used. I did not take care of it after I took it down, and it got kind of mangled, I guess you can call it, and oxidized because I didn't have the connector in the from the coax. But anyways, I'll get a whole nother antenna system. I have the cable already ran, ready to go. I have the power supply ready to go. It's just a matter of getting everything going here. And I don't know what HF radio I'm going to get. I'm leaning towards the 7300 just because it will look nice on my desk. But I'd also like something maybe a little bit different, like the 991 Alpha, I believe, the Yaesu. It's a little bit of everything there. I can also use it fusion and stuff like that on local repeaters. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm definitely going to get something this summer. I don't know if I'll have the General by then. I hope I will, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think you can. I think you can definitely get your General. I don't. You're a smart guy. You should be able to pass that test. That's not going to be, that much of a challenge for you.
We'll see.
I did it when I had to pass code.
What's up, David?
That was my stumbling block. I think I failed the first one, and then the second time I took it, I made it by one character, and I said, I'm never going to use code again. But you know what? I love jumping into CW contests. It's a lot of fun. But anyway, I know we're on 30 Charlie, and I don't want to hold it. I'm also monitoring 344, so I'll try to jump over there later. But yeah, I was excited. I just got this a couple days ago, and was finally able to put it in and install it and get her pushing 500-600 watts because I use an Ameritron ALS 600, and I also use a Cushcraft AR6000 vertical antenna, and I can get around the world with that thing. It doesn't need any radials. I live on a postage stamp, so it's a little challenging for me to get anything up. I got a little dipole in place for 40 meters, but that's about it. Anyway, we'll try to catch you on 344. Don't want to hold up 30 Charlie, but loving the YouTube, and I think you do an awesome job. So I'll pick your brain again about the RE20 because I'm real close at buying one, but we'll see. 7-3 for now and 7-8 KC.
First off, it's nice to see you in there, Jay Hunt. It's been a while. KC5DLF. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing some HF. I live on a postage stamp house myself, so I don't have a lot of space to do a lot of antennas, and the wife doesn't want a big giant tower out. So I'm going to stick with that whatever that dipole and just maybe do some QRP type stuff, maybe some FT8. I don't know, but I think it'll be fun. I appreciate the kind words on the channel, and thank you for watching. And I'm hoping to get on some satellite tonight and see how that works out. I'm looking forward to that. This is Greg, K6EGG for N7AKC, and I believe I don't know if KA5JKI got him spacing here. Gabe out there in Texas is still listening, but copy that. I'm going to be standing by, just monitoring for a little bit. Super loop. That would be good for some satellite transmissions.
N1JXX.
By the way, I'm trying to get Dana going here. N1JXX. This is Greg, K6EGG in California. I didn't mean to hit that button. I meant to hit this button. Sorry. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Hey, thank you so much, Greg. I know I'm a ham. That was a good one, Greg. I loved it.
That was a pure mistake right there. I'm sorry, that was a pure mistake. I was going in for your forehead, and I hit the sad ham button. They're right next to each other. I should put your forehead in in my live stream deck there, but I apologize. That was cruel there. This is Greg, K6EGG for N1JXX. Dana, you make it in there yet?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I do.
Greg. I won't hold up.
Hold on a second, Dana.
N1JXX. You take care, Greg.
Just turn down the audio from the YouTube if you can. Copy that. Maybe we're going to play some satellite here. This is Greg, K6EGG and Reflector 30 Charlie. In case you guys are wondering, I'm also live streaming on YouTube. I have a link in my QRZ profile. Come join us. Just doing it for fun. All right there, Dana. First off, are you still burping up pork belly, spicy pork belly? Did we lose Dana? We lost Dana.
I'm here, man. I can.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was pretty darn good.
All right, yeah, that was excellent. I appreciate you heading out, and I hope you enjoyed your. It looks like people are liking the pork here. So
I'll tell you what, I didn't think I'd like that spicy, but it was good.
It was very good.
And the best part is you cleared up my sinuses.
I cleared up my own too, which was surprising. I had a rough night last night, so do you see the video preview, the live view?
I just am looking at you right now on Discord.
Okay, so you're seeing that. That's actual live before it hits. So a couple things. That app you sent me is only for I shouldn't say iPhones, but for the iPhones and iPads. But I do.
Well,
I do.
What we're doing tonight, this will work.
Yeah, this is what you sent me before. I also saw the ISS is not passing over for another like 2 days or something like that.
Nope, it's about 37 minutes away.
Really?
If you look on your screen there, I can't see it. It's not big enough. But if you look, you'll see on the left, you'll see ARISS. So go down in the chart where all the satellites are, look for ARRIS and click on it.
ARR. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Click on it. No, not there.
Oop.
Go get out of that. Go to the actual chart on the left.
The chart.
All the way to your left, where the numbers and everything are.
Like,
And look for satellite ARRIS.
I don't see that. All it is SO50 on there.
Oh, you know why? Go to the very bottom. Did you put your longitude and latitude into your thing?
Yeah, it's in there.
Does it have the correct grid square and everything?
Yeah, I could see my house on the, which you can't see. Hold on. Hold on a second, Haley. You could see right here. Yes, Haley. Oh, I got Haley in here. Sorry.
But when I
okay.
was in here, I wanted to open up your blinds.
In here? Mm-hmm. No, we don't want you to do that.
Why?
Because we don't need to have them open right now.
But I want to look at the ladder. That's why.
There's no ladder back there.
But there was, but they're putting our panels on our roof.
Oh, I know. Oh, sorry. Here's Haley, by the way. How was gymnastics?
Good.
Hi, Haley.
Dana says to say hi.
I want to sit on
Not today. My stomach's not feeling too good. Daddy ate a lot of pork belly.
a pork belly. What is that?
Amir says to say hi. Say hi, Amir.
Hi, Mir.
You see his face there?
It looks so creepy.
Amir, you made my... Oh, my God. Sorry. She doesn't even know what you meant. All right, so hold on a second. Haley, be careful. Daddy's trying to use his arm right now. 1 second, Dana. Sorry.
No problem.
Get this dialed in here.
We're still 36 minutes away.
My hand's turning purple, Haley.
Where?
This one.
It's not.
Damn, Haley.
You have the whole family now. You just need the
I
cat.
know. The cat will be up here shortly. Okay, so let's get back over to this.
On the left-hand side, look for 30. Wait, let me see what it is now.
SO50.
It should say 36 minutes, ARIS, on the left.
All I have in here, it says SO50. Because I think I'm only looking...
refresh your screen or something then, because it's...
Do I need to type it in somewhere else?
No, you should be able to see it on the left.
But it's only seeing SO50 here.
Oh, you know what? Did you click on only voice sats or something like that? Did you do something over on the left-hand side?
No,
I'm sorry, the right-hand side that says voice sats or whatever only?
It's only looking for SO50 right now.
Okay, click on... there should be some... I can't see your screen, but
you should be able to
click on something that says voice sats.
Okay, look on the preview there. You should be able to see the screen on the Discord.
Oh, yeah, but I can't make it very big. I'm trying to figure out how to make it full size.
Can you see it better here?
Hang on a second. I can't. Okay, now goes. Yeah, see where it says up there FM voice sats? Click on that little oval that says 32.
There we go.
Now go to the left and see if you see ARIS.
Okay, I see that.
Click on it.
Yep.
At the top, then it should say tracking ARIS.
Hold on just a second. Hello? Did you say something? Sorry. All right. I'm here.
So now you're tracking the ARRIS. It's an 18-degree pass. And what you see is, do you already have your, I didn't know if you had your radio set up or not.
Oh, no, that's another whole thing here.
Okay.
How do we set up the radio here?
So go to your menu button, and of course select satellite.
Okay.
Now, the two frequencies that you see there are, if you move your tuning dial, you should notice that they will both move synchronously, right? Move your see how it changes a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, so the two frequencies that are in the website that you're on, you need to start by putting those two frequencies in. Since you're doing this manually and not doing it with the tracking or whatever. So you see where it says ARRS, and down you'll see where the UHF frequency is and the VHF. Put those both in there.
Actually, the uplink looks like it's right there.
Okay. Then go do the other one. You have to click the sub button on the right. And now put in the other frequency.
What do I put it in at?
Right there. Just put your finger on the button. There you go.
No, that's
You can do that way too.
It was the main one I wanted to do. So, third. Oh boy, it's going to take forever.
You should be able to click on it and just push the.
So, 437.83. Whoa, why is it moving now still? It's still moving right now.
Well, yeah, because it's coming closer. But,
okay. To just get close.
But that's why you're going to have to manually keep changing. But I wanted to show you how to keep changing it as you go along.
Okay. And how do I put in I need the 67 PL, right?
Yep. You have to have the 67 hertz PL. And you do that normally like you would anyway.
I don't know how to normally do that.
You have to get out of this, go back to your menu. You know how to do a PL though, right?
Not manually.
I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean menu. I meant function. Sorry. Function. And then go to where it says number 1.
Yep, I'm on number 1.
Press number 1.
I am.
Oh, I'm sorry. Press number 2 then. I'm trying to do this by memory. Where's your tone?
I don't know.
That's interesting.
I tell you what.
I guess get out of satellite mode and see if it comes back up, because that's weird that you don't have tone control. You should be able to. Okay, there you go. Digital squelch. Click on that. Hold it down with your finger. What happened?
You're not watching the preview, are you?
Oh, I'm watching you on the Discord.
Yeah, you should be able to. So this says CTS. Hold on.
Well, you should be able to switch it to regular tone and then 67 hertz like you do anything else.
Hold on, let me get out of this. So should it be CSQL?
Let me go back to my radio here. See, when I have function, I have tone. It should say tone, notch, VOX. Do you have any of those?
Hold on. He also said, somebody mentioned that you may want to change the VHF side because that's the uplink side before I did this.
Yeah, the uplink is the one you need. Yeah, so, but I'm trying to figure out why you can't show tone on your radio. Get out of the satellite mode. Are you out of satellite mode? All right. See, now go to the thing, the 1 or the 2. Once you go into function and see if you can get it now.
I know, but shouldn't I be in the trans?
I just want you to get the tone turned on.
Okay. All right, tone's on.
Nope, that's a digital. You should have where it should say off, tone, TSQL, or DCTS. So something's not right there. Why aren't you showing? Where's your other functions like notch, AGC?
Hold on, I got 5
preamp?
people ask. Okay. Under your AB button. Tone. Oh, you know why? Because I'm in.
Oh, you're in your hotspot, weren't you?
No, but you need to be in FM. He said I need to be in FM. I am in
Yeah,
FM.
right, to start it. And then you should be able to hit the function button, and you have the 1 and 2 come up, and you should say IP plus, VOX, tone, notch, AGC. You have PT Vox. You have okay, so you have digital squelch. Now you should be able to hit the squelch, press the DSQL. And what comes up? I can't see it. It's too bright.
CSQL.
I don't know what that is. Because you should be able to have tone on, tone off. Oh, hold it. Yeah, I had him hold it down. Is he saying hold it down again when it's in that window?
Hold what down? Because you guys are seeing a delay.
Where it says CSQL, press that and hold it and see if it changes.
Nope.
Why aren't you getting tone?
I'll tell you what I did do. Hold on.
You got to get out of that digital squelch mode.
I don't know how to.
Digital SQL. Go to your VFO. See if it works that way.
How do I do there?
On the top, my gosh, I gotta remember that myself. Hit the VM button on the top right.
Okay.
Now try and go to function. Why do you have digital squelch? How did you get into that mode?
I don't know. It's in the FM, right? Oh, this says DV right here. Why is it?
Oh, that's why. If you're in DV mode, that's why. You need to get out of DV mode. I didn't know you were in that.
Hold on. Why am I? Well.
Remember on your left-hand side, you got call and DR. Is it on over there? You get out of it.
There we go.
All right, now try to hit your function button.
Tone.
There you go. Yay. Okay, tone 67.
How do I change it to 67?
Hold it down and then rotate it.
See, this is going to be for transmitting on VHF or UHF, but you're still on UHF
no,
side.
you need to tone on VHF. I'm sorry. I was so excited you finally got it. So yeah, no tone on this one. Turn the tone off. Yeah, that's the one you need to have the 67 hertz tone.
Oh, I don't need tone squelch.
Okay, and just escape out. And tone should turn on. Okay, it didn't turn it on. Turn on your tone. Go back to your function. Turn on tone. There you go. Now it should be set. Do you show 67 on your radio now? Tone. Okay, good. All right, now put the frequencies in.
Well, I need to get the set. Hold on. I need to get the satellite mode,
go
right?
back to sat. Now try and turn. Oh, your tone went away again. Try again. Try your tone.
Function.
Why is your tone? That's weird.
Push the physical button that says tone.
The physical button that says tone is at the.
And this says USB too.
Well, yeah, you want FM. You have to change the mode to FM. See, I've not done it manually forever. You know what? Maybe we should just do this. It might be simpler, is to just get out of the satellite mode and just go dual band and do it that
Well, that's
way.
what I was gonna suggest. Here, hold on.
But I don't.
Hold on. Stop. I have this in my memories here.
Oh.
Now I need to get out of this mode. Hold on. Let's go to no. Audio. So, dang it. That's where I was trying to go. BFO, memory.
Well, if you already have it.
See, it says the tone already in there. And then I can do this.
Then you're set.
And then let me go. Dang it. So this is my receive. Where did I put the receive? ISS down.
Okay, that's right. That's it. It's directly overhead. Okay, so the two frequencies you now have are when it's directly overhead or the highest, when, as you know, when a train's coming towards you, it's high frequency, and then when it goes by, it's low, so it goes down. So when you start it, it'll be those two frequencies.
The only problem is...
And you only need a tone on the uplink.
Hold on, I gotta do something here. So this will be my transmit side, right? Yeah. All right.
So you already had it loaded, so that's good. So and you have it to track, right?
I do. No.
Okay.
Track what?
Yeah, the Doppler shift as it goes by, it should change.
I won't know to do that because I don't have the computer hooked up to it. That's not in sat mode.
Okay, that's
No
okay
tracking.
because it'll still work. So now you should put the two frequencies that you see. You're gonna have to keep manually changing them, of course.
That's fine. I'll just track it myself.
Yeah, and then just remember that the downlink is more important to be able to hear it. And then match the uplink frequency, and then you'll be good. I'm gonna call you when we do that. When we do it. So acquisition is at 829.06, and it's going to be going from the northwest to towards the northeast. So we should have a good pass right around 8:32 p.m. is when I'll be doing my first call. And the thing is, when you're, like, say, you only have to go 5 kilohertz at a time, and you'll still be able to, have contact with no problem.
145.
And this is the ISS, so it should be pretty easy because both of us should be able to hit it with no problem. And pretty soon we have 3 more astronauts in the air with call signs too, so it'll even be more people.
So do I move it in this mode?
Yes.
So I have more.
And as it's coming towards you, it won't change as much, but when it starts getting over us, it'll start changing really quick. So it's hard to keep up.
I've tracked you before.
Well, if you have it in satellite mode and you have it set up correctly,
what is it? Doesn't need to be so granular with FM. What do you mean by that, Mike?
What he's saying is you don't have to be that exact with the frequency, but with a GP15, the way our antennas are, we have a null overhead, and so we have to try and be as close on frequency for a low pass of this. This is only 18-degree pass, right? So it's not optimum, but we'll have a null over our top of us. So we do have a little bit of a, like I said, 832 should be our best shot. That's when you'll probably start hearing me.
And can you back off your mic just a tad?
Oh, sure. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to try to key up. One. Check, 1, 2. 1, 2.
Yep, I hear you.
You heard me on the input?
Yep.
So what I'm going to do for you guys watching is I am going to just monitor. You guys are going to hear the UHF side of things to see if I connect. Tap 804. Okay. Those are pretty large changes there.
Like I say, as it gets closer, then it's going to start changing a lot. Because I have 437,807 right now. And then 145,987.
And hello, everybody new watching tonight. I don't know if anybody new is watching tonight. I'm going to try a sat pass. O? What does O mean?
What does O mean?
I don't know. I was just reading what Michael put on there.
Oh, okay.
You can't type fast. You're also in a delay, so I get it.
Oh, yeah. You know what? You lost your tone. I don't see your tone anymore
Oh.
on 145. I don't know why. Okay.
Is it the right
I don't
tone,
know
though?
why that turned off. Key up again. Let me see if I hear you.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Oh, yeah. Solid.
Yeah, but how can I tell what... I don't want to F this up here. How can I
We
tell
hold
what...
down the tone button for a couple seconds. We'll show
Oh,
you
I
what.
see, yeah. 67.
Yep. So you're good. Well, I mean, I heard you, so I know you had the PL.
40, 145.
.987.
When you turn the VFO, that tone will turn off. Really? It's not turning off right now. Oh, maybe when I go to here. No, it's not turning off.
Yeah, I didn't think it would unless you told it to.
Huh, that's weird. No, I've seen that do that. I don't know why it turned off. Got a good SWR, it looks like.
Yeah, one thing that I do on lower passes, and when it's close bias, I don't use, I only use the power that I need. A lot of people just try and do the 100 watts or 50. I usually do 25, and that usually works just fine on low passes. Higher passes, when they're further away, then I go about to 50 watts, but never over 50. The reason is if everybody's trying to contact the ISS at the same time, it just becomes one mess.
Sounds
so I
like
have found if I use lower power, then I can get in better.
yeah, Dana made a good point, or Scott made a good point. Dana, can you try the transmit on the 8 or the 437?
Can I try and transmit on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You see?
Let me get
yeah. You see? Scott made a good point here. By the way, if anybody interested, share this in Facebook and stuff like that. Maybe we get a few people on here.
All right, hang on 1 second. I'm in auto mode here, so let me get out of auto mode. Stand by.
Give me just a quick second. I need to urinate.
All right. And 7 UT testing.
All right. I'm back. Sorry. Still there, Dana?
Yep, I'm here. Let me give you a call real quick.
Okay.
What are you on? 807.
437 800 or 437 807.
November 7, Uniform Foxtrot Tango testing on. Did you copy me?
Yeah, I copied you. I got you. Loud and clear. Good. What's the tracking?
Okay, pretty soon we should be good to go. Getting off this frequency on 750.
Nice to see you in there from Canada. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to this. I wanted to try this for a while. I know I've heard you talk through a satellite, so I guess in about 15 minutes we'll see if I can make this thing work. With, of course, the help of yourself there and everybody watching and Michael and everybody.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And the cool part
and Baba
is...
Booey's in here, too.
There's just to let you know, there's 11 new satellites that are going to go up that we can all talk on. It's really cool that they're finally launching a lot of these little CubeSats, and you can get awards. They're doing SSTV downlink because right now the ISS, the computer board broke on board the ISS, so they can't do SSTV, which is rotten.
Well, that's
so
unfortunate.
Yeah, I know, right? So there's a lot more opportunities. So all these brand new... I think there's 11 new ones that are going to go up in the next 2 months, so that's going to be great. And the other thing right now, Greg, that we can track is they have several balloons with telemetry that are flying over our area. I was going to try and catch them tomorrow. It's kind of cool. They have, they're way up there, and they're sending back SSTV pictures and they're little forward digipeters. It's pretty cool.
Balloon Mobile.
Yeah.
Balloon Mobile. So we're about,
So, yeah.
what, 10 minutes out, it looks like? No, wait.
82906 is acquisition.
829, yeah. We're following this right here. So it looks like it's going to pass, what, over Washington?
It's going to come, like I said, from the northwest and then come down across, going towards the northeast. And what you see on the, just for those folks, this is the AMSAT Argentina website, and it's the most accurate one out there for, I don't even see one for the U.S. And it's really cool because if you look at the little dial on the screen there, that tells you where the position of the ISS is, and as it goes overhead, you can track it. And then you see all the other satellites that are in view, and you can select by sideband, FM only, linear satellites, whatever you want. But right now, just to give you an impression of how many satellites we could monitor if we had the ability, there are 1,722 satellites overhead right now, Greg, of our area.
And this is what they look like here?
Yes. That's what's another cool thing is as you click on them, it shows you what the different satellites actually look like.
That looks like the International Space Station there.
It could be.
We'll see if I'm able to talk through it. What do you think there? Think I'll be able to make it happen?
I know we'll be able to make it happen. We just have to have you be able to go fast enough on the frequency to change it. Mine's automated, so I'm cheating. But
hey, I mean...
But again, as long as you can hear in the downlink, it's pretty simple then. I would just go a couple kilohertz down and then change your transmit, and you should be able to be fine.
Change my transmit to what? It's right on it.
Well, I know right now, but when it gets closer overhead, it's going to start changing rapidly.
The transmit too?
Yeah, both of them will, because the Doppler would become less prevalent.
So how would I track it? I would have to use a program, right?
Yeah, there's lots of tracking programs that the 9700 can use. I'm using a one called SAT, but it's an actual little board module. It's a little thing you plug into your 9700. You don't even need to have an actual rotor or whatever. It'll still track all the Doppler for you. There's PC-SAT. There's a whole bunch of them that are out there. But for manual, you got to be quick on your fingers, that's for sure.
145.8.
Now in the satellite mode, and I haven't done that in a long
So what-
time, it's supposed to track that.
So, Michael, why are you putting 145.851 on there? This thing's telling me it's 145.9.
He may be, I'm not sure, but he may be on the APRS, because there's also APRS on 148.825, I think. So he may be thinking of that one. Because the cool part is right now, they actually have a radio that transmits on the crossband repeater, which is what we're set up on, and then also have the APRS repeater that goes overhead too. And then you can actually decode messages, or we could talk to each other on the ISS through the bulletin board.
Oh, yours is on SO50. Okay. All right.
SO50 is a very unique bird in the fact that it's one of the older ones out there, but in order to communicate with the SO50, you can actually do it with a handheld standing outside, but there's one little idiosyncrasy. You have to use a different hone to turn on the actual satellite when it goes overhead. So if you're getting ready to do a SO50 pass, you have to turn on the transponder by using a PL code of 74.4 hertz. Then once you do that, the transmitter stays on for 10 minutes, then it turns off and you have to do the 74.4 hertz again. So the first thing you do is activate it using 74.4 hertz. Then you switch it to 67 hertz to actually have your QSO. So that's one of the things that people forget when they work SO50 is they have to turn on the transponder satellite first by doing the 74.4 hertz, then switch to 67. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Yeah,
Greg.
just like Michael said, not confusing at all. And real quick, because I know we're getting real close to this happening, I'm actually going to bring down... sorry, there we go. I'm actually going to bring down this microphone, and when it makes the pass, when the ISS makes the pass, if you hear me, it'll be coming through the actual repeater on the other VFO, through the UHF side of the VFO, through the crossband repeater. So you'll hear, hopefully, Dana and I's conversation, or quick conversation, through that repeater, through the radio, not through this microphone, and not through the monitor function of the radio.
Right.
So
I'll be muted on Discord anyway, myself.
Is it delayed at all? Will it, going all the way up to the satellite, or going up
Yep.
to the? It is.
It's pretty much instantaneous because of the distance for this pass.
It's flying over Japan at the moment, and it's going to be here. Well, it looks like it's just south of Alaska right now.
Yep, just a little bit.
All right. So at what point do we want to cut off the...
8:32 p.m. is when I will start calling, so that's when we want to cut it off.
I thought the 8:29 was when it will start.
Right, that's when it comes into view over the horizon, so that'll be at 0 degrees horizon. So we
Okay.
have to let it rise a little bit, so that's why I start calling around 8:32.
Okay.
And then we lose it at 8:39, so it's not very long. It's only a 10-minute pass.
And AO95, I'm getting a thing saying it's flying over right now.
Right, there's a lot of them that are flying overhead.
Just get them making a flashing thing. Oop.
Yeah,
Oh, it just stopped.
They do that.
All right.
That's just to let you know you have another one. Okay, I'm going to mute on Discord and get ready to go here. And so I'll...
All right. I hope to
to
talk to you.
your folks.
I hope I talk to you through outer space.
It'd be cool, man.
Yeah, I'm looking
7
forward to
miles
it.
away using the space station. That's pretty cool.
I'll mention something about pork belly. All right. See you, Dana.
All right,
Could you be any more
thanks.
inefficient in talking to Dana if this works?
No. Would you like to make a comment? I'll check that out here in a few. Amir, we'll just work on this. So I'll tell you what you guys, what I'm looking at the moment is this chart here. You see the ISS just south of Alaska there, in the Gulf of Alaska right now. The Great Bering Sea. I don't know. I wonder if you'll hear me all the way through that. Tones on, frequency set.
Oh, one other thing, Greg. I record all the calls, so I'll be recording it too. So if we do make a contact, I'll have a recording of it.
Cool.
You can do the same, of course, with your radio.
It is getting recorded via YouTube right now, and video. So I guess we're about 5 minutes away, 7 minutes away, whatever.
Yep, I'm going to start tuning up, and I'll be right back with you.
All right.
Hopefully on the bird.
Yep, I'm actually I have it coming into two different channels here to my mixer, and I have the VHF VFO down, so the only way you'll hear me is through the ISS. Hopefully, I'm getting a little nervous. What are you guys nervous for me?
So we have about 6 minutes to showtime, Greg.
Yep.
And Greg, good evening from the what you call the free state of Florida.
Free state of Florida. God, I hope this works. All right. All right, we're just a few minutes away. What's up, Kevin? I hope I have this. VE3WKG. Oh, you know I'm going to try it again. We got other satellites we can do too.
Hey, Greg, did you discuss this?
What? What?
Are you using?
What? What did you say?
What antenna are you using?
X50A antenna, a vertical.
Okay.
I'm getting a lot more movement now, so I'm gonna. If you can mute there for just a few minutes. Getting a lot more movement on the frequency chart. Low passes are good for verticals. That's good to hear. We're up next. Next satellite passes us. All right, Kevin. Sounds good. About 2 minutes out. Actually, we're out now. We're here now. I'm going to bring down my microphone.
M7 UFT. Kilo 7, Delta Foxtrot Kilo. Kilowatt 6, Echo Golf, M7 UFT. Kilowatt 6, Echo Golf, M7 UFT, 5 by, Delta Michael 13. Say again. Roger, copy. Delta Mike 13, great signal, Greg.
Yes.
Outstanding, Greg. We did it.
I didn't have a very good track, but
I heard you. I heard you about 3 different times, and it was like I say, when you're at a low pass with a vertical antenna, it's a little more difficult. But we did it, man. We
and
did it.
manual tracking. I heard myself come through there too. It was
Yeah.
kind of weird.
But it shows you that if you just have the right setup, even with minimals, you don't have a tracker, you don't have a rotor, and you still did it.
That was all manual too. I don't know if you guys were watching. I was adjusting the transmit too as it was passing, which was hard because I was looking at these numbers here, the top one there, making sure my transmit was going through, and the downlink, which was moving all over the place. And as it seemed like it got closer, it was like moving very, very fast.
Right, and it will because you have less of the Doppler shift when it's coming closer, and then as it goes away, you'll see that the frequency is a lot lower.
Interesting. So I'd love to see how that sounded on whoever recorded that off the bird itself. It sounded like, can I lock both VFOs together? I don't think I want to lock both VFOs together because the Doppler shift is more in UHF, I believe, on the higher frequencies.
Actually, that's what you do want to do when you're in the satellite mode. You do want to lock them because they're supposed to track. But you have to have KEPA and data elements and a whole bunch of other stuff. So it's not just that simple because you want them to track at the right frequencies. As you saw, they're kind of all over the place.
And is there an app for the Apple that I can do this tracking with?
Yeah, there is. I'll have to tell you what they are. I thought that was one of them. Mac has got the best ISS tracking or satellite tracking app that's out there. It blows away anything that the Android world has. Okay, so I just got 1, 2. So I got 3 people that said they heard you, Scott. I mean, Greg. So
Cool.
You're probably going to get QSL cards.
I heard you pretty good a couple times. I also heard a 7 call, I want to say. Is that right?
N7 something. I have to go back and listen to the recording. But you had 3 people call you back.
Yeah, dude, that was pretty cool stuff.
I mean, I granted, think about it. It's going at 27,000 miles an hour. It was 900 miles above us, and we were talking because we're only 7.9 miles away, but that's pretty impressive to me.
Yeah, and tracking manually is not easy. Not easy
because
at all.
not only that, but if you want to start writing down the call signs and you have to take your fingers off the button, it gets very precarious.
Where did you upload it at, Scott? I'll play it back.
Sounds like.
Yeah, but where on Discord? I'm not seeing it in the general, unless it's in the. It might be in the moderator chat.
No, I think he said he's going to. I don't know if he actually did yet.
Oh, he says he's up. I'll upload.
Did you hear us, Seth? Did you hear us, or were you listening?
I was listening on the stream. I wasn't. I don't have a radio. I don't have a radio with me. I'm.
Okay.
Again, I'm on travel, so I was just listening to the stream.
Well, it was pretty cool. I heard myself come through. It was actually a little bit of a delay too, which I didn't think that was going to be the case, but it was. But I heard you're coming through pretty much every time. I heard a couple other folks just briefly. I need to get a better track.
Well, you did pretty darn good because I could hear you early in the past even. So you're tracking right on.
I think I was only doing 50 watts. I wasn't doing a full 100.
I did 25 and I did 50 at the end.
Yeah, you seem to come in a little bit better at the end. By the way, anybody new watching tonight, don't forget to like and subscribe. That was really fun. I definitely want to get a program download so we could practice on some other satellites.
And the thing is, Greg, that was an FM satellite. You can tell your viewers there's also a linear satellite. So the cool thing about linear satellites is that we can actually have QSOs because you can have multiple QSOs going on a linear satellite, whereas on an ISS or the voice ones, all you're supposed to do is your call sign, your name, and then your grid square. And that's all you're supposed to really do. Excellent. And RS-44 is the best satellite that's out there, and we can do that one also, even with our verticals. In fact, W1AW Slant 7 heard me on RS-44, and I didn't even know he was on there until he called me. So that shows you. But most linear satellites require directional antenna. The little $3 tape measure antenna works very well. But yeah, we should try RS-44 next. RS-44 pretty much tracks the same time that the ISS does. It actually showed up a little bit earlier than the ISS, but I wanted to try the easy one first because I knew we could talk.
So Jesse and Jay both heard us, Jay being in Oklahoma City. And,
good.
And Jesse down in Houston were able to hear us. Oh, you guys heard us through the air, I'm guessing? That's pretty cool.
Isn't that neat?
That was the best pass I think I had. I was able to hear.
You told me a long time ago you had a pass, right?
Yeah. But he said my call letters back. He gave me his call. He said my call letters. He said his call letters, and that was about it. But I heard you a couple times. Nice.
So the next one we need to try is set you up to do the APRS, and we can send you around the world. And it's cool because it gives a map and it shows where you went to and who received you, and it's pretty impressive.
That would be very cool. But right now I'm trying to find out the... No.
Okay, we'll have to get you set up. Your ID52 can do it.
But not the 9700?
Believe it or not, it's not built into the 9700. No, it's stupid.
So what app would I use for sat tracking software?
I have to go look at my satellite presentation I did to tell you. I thought that was it because there's
Mac
one that's
Ham Radio.
fantastic.
Mac Doppler.
Okay, maybe that's the one. I know there's one that's just super fantastic. It blows away anything that you have on Android.
Well, that's the telephone. What phone do I use? I have a iPhone. Big Sur, Monterey, and Ventura. What do I have here? I have Catalina. Well, great. So I'm going to have to download it on my other... Well, that's not good. I do have an iPhone 13. So what I'm going to have to do is bring in my other computer and use that, my silicon. 10A.
The laptop, you mean?
Yeah, this update. So I'll go ahead and download that software on my other computer tomorrow. And try to get it hooked up into my Icom 9700. We'll see how that goes. But you never know. I have a USB cable right here as well. So that was pretty cool stuff. I can't wait to see how it sounded like through another person's radio. Should be showing up hopefully here.
Scott just dropped his link if you can grab it.
Where's that at?
He just texted it. And it's in Discord.
That's in Discord.
It's a wave. And a wave. It's up to you how you want to do this.
Okay. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it.
Why not?
Yeah, you should be able to. Mac Doppler, yep.
Yeah, that is a good one. And Sat Go Watch. There's a lot of good ones out there, but I'm trying to remember. There's just one really primo app. You have to buy it though, but it's amazing. It's almost, you can look at what the space station is looking at down.
Hey, Chris.
You can. It is amazing. I'll have to tell you what that one is. I can't remember.
Chris, M7CUU. If you roll back about 15 minutes, you can watch me do a ISS pass. I hope it's so. I'm not hearing anything on the audio file here, which is weird. Let me try playing it through my other computer here. Oh, it's in here. That makes it easy.
5 minutes and 19 seconds in, according to Scott. Greg.
Okay. 5.
Evening, Chris.
Why am I not
Welcome.
seeing that on my other? Hold on.
And while you got a minute, M7CUU, Mr. Chris, if you got a moment to please pop into the Discord, I had a question for you in the digital voice channel on Greg's Discord. Oh, okay.
Let's see if this works. So it's 5 minutes in, 5 minutes in.
Whiskey 0 Sugar.
We're taking a listen to.
Golf, M7, UFT. Do you copy, Greg? This is Kilo Echo Golf. Whiskey 0 Sugar.
Yeah, see, you heard that also there.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf, M7 UFT. I hear you, Greg. Kilo 6 Echo Golf, M7 UFT. Whiskey 0 Sugar.
Whiskey 0 Sugar.
Is it playing?
Yeah.
Kilo 7 Delta Foxtrot Kilo. 6 Echo Golf.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it, Dana? You hear it, Dana?
Yeah, I hear it.
You hear it?
I mean, all I hear is static so far.
He said it starts at 5 what?
519.
I heard it. I heard it, Greg.
I heard it for a second.
Yeah, and then the I guess the NA1SS CW.
Kilo 16, Echo Golf, M7, UST, do you copy?
I hear a lot of you. That's good. I'm going to need to get that tracker. That's the only way to properly do it.
K6EGG.
There you go. I made it there.
Golf M7, UST.
Yeah, I must have heard you at least 3 times.
UST.
You're making it in pretty good there, Dana. All right, so I'm looking forward. I'll have to roll it back and listen when we're not online, but sorry about that. Yeah, dude, that was cool stuff, man. I'm pretty happy. I don't know if you guys saw my joy there when I was able to, when Dana copied me there. So that was pretty cool stuff.
Do you want a QSL card?
No, it's okay. I'll take you out to lunch next time. I'll buy next time. Ryan,
Wait,
thank you
Dana,
for
that would
watching.
mean- Dana, that would mean Greg would actually have to log it.
That's true. Do you do any logging on QRZ or any kind of LOTW?
Me? I do. Yeah, I do. I do QRZ and LOTW.
Yeah. Do you, Greg? Do you do any logging of all your stuff you've done?
The only logging I do is in the room next door. So
That's not the
Well,
log
that's
you
not
were
really
referring
logging.
to,
That's
Greg.
kind of like de-logging.
no, I don't. I probably should. I know I get a lot of requests from the digital modes, but no, I have not.
Wait, Greg, you're not going to do N9N what an N9NJS does and says, "I will not QSL DMR contacts."
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to
You're not going.
discriminate.
Oh, you're not going to be a sad ham.
Wow. No, I'm not a sad ham. I do have a log, yeah. I have some stuff logged there. I do have a little bit of satellite bug. Dana could attest to this. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but we talked a little bit over lunch today. Talked about many of stuff, and I said I wanted to try this tonight, and he told me when, and I'm like, okay, that sounds like it's going to be a perfect opportunity. That's right about the time I'm on, and I'm looking forward to making that happen. So I'm going to change the description a little bit when I when I end the stream, and I'm going to put some other stuff on there that I made the what it says. Do I need to register with AMSAT before trying this? I don't think so, right?
Nope, you sure do not. As long as you're an amateur radio with a technician license, you're good to go.
Good. Ready to go. So maybe we can all make a
Wait,
satellite contact on here. What's that?
Wait, Dana, this is something Greg can actually do?
Yes. And you want to know something better for all your listeners, Greg? Even if you just hear the ISS, you can get, if A1SS, the actual astronauts, if you just hear them and don't talk, they'll still send you a QSL card. So it's kind of cool.
Interesting. Interesting. So yeah, I'll have to get that other laptop up. It's in my car. I gotta remember where I put it, and it's so everything tracks for me.
It makes it a lot easier. And again, that was actually a difficult pass because that was only 18 degrees above the horizon. Optum is 22 to 33, so we did very good. So I'm very pleased that we were able to make it work.
And I don't know if you guys or whoever's watching, saw me fighting it, and maybe saw the look of my frustration because I would get it dialed in, And I don't know if the where the ISS antenna is, if it's like moving or it's like getting a shadow, but I would have it come in like full strength and then it would be gone. And I would keep the same track as the frequency as it was showing on the this thingamajig here, the amsut.org page, and it would just disappear. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's part of that null I told you about. As it gets closer to us, it'll go into a null because the antennas are fixed on the ISS, but they're in a precarious position based on the angle of the ISS. So that's why.
Okay. And what happened there? Looks like we had a message disappear there. So yeah, should I ruin it and just go to make some DStar? Yeah. Hey, John.
I'm sorry, and Greg, you can do DStar on satellite now. I didn't know that until the other day. So you can do FT4, you can digital satellite or SSB. So there's a lot of things you can do on it.
Interesting. I'm looking forward to trying that actually. I was gonna mention something there. So yeah, so there's a DV mode. I don't know if John's watching. It's pretty late back there. Doppler is hard to follow on other sats. So what is that? Was it? That was a question I was going to ask you. We understood, Jesse. Is the ISS the easiest one?
Yes, and the reason is it's fixed antennas. If you look at the other satellites, they're tumbling in space. And so that's why it's much more difficult. That's why you have to have more directional antennas, because they are, they're not just flying along like you see in Star Trek. They are tumbling.
And they're not geosynchronous where it's set. They're in an orbit, so they're it's everything.
Yep.
So it won't be as clear as what we did there, right? Is what you're saying.
Well, when you're in a linear bird, though, it's a little bit more advanced, but what you do is you listen for yourself on the downlink on the channel that you're on, the linear channel, and then you use what's called the RIT control, RIT, and then you just tune the RIT control until you hear yourself clear, and then you never have to touch it again. And no matter how the satellite tumbles, now you are synchronized with that tumbling satellite. So if you've ever seen the RIT control on your radio,
I do see that right now.
That's what it's used for satellite.
Will that satellite tracking software do that for you?
No.
Ooh, so I got to track that stuff again. That was difficult, man. I was fighting it.
You did great, man, because I heard you 4 times easily.
My problem is I heard you at least 4 times, but when it only happened once where I called you, you called me back and repeated my call, like we heard each other. You emailed me a recording of you. Nice. I'm gonna check that out. See if I can hear that on here. It just, I don't know. It's just a lot of stuff to look at once. You know what I mean? Because I was looking at the frequency. I was trying to talk. I felt like a weight was on me because everybody was watching. Thank you very much, Jesse. I appreciate it. It was hard. Looks like we're going to get a... What's this right here? What did someone send me there? I don't think I want to put this email. Working satellites on a 97. Okay, so thank you, Bob. I appreciate it. And 7RPB. I really appreciate it. Waiting for the email from Jay there. Who's checking there. I thought it was Jay that sent me that. I'm like, what's this? So it's going to be a few minutes here. Dana, what's your typical QSO count on the satellite there on the ISS?
Because I've become popular, I can usually get 8 or 9 QSOs on a good pass.
That's pretty darn good. I heard you every time I heard the satellite, and I also heard it. Was that the ID from the satellite we heard?
Yes, it is.
Why did that come in so much clearer than you? Like I had that
Because-
solid.
because it is it's not it works a little bit different. It's complicated, but it's meant to broadcast a different way, like telemetry. That's all. It's a little bit wider band.
Okay.
If you look at it on your 9700, it'll look like it's a wide band signal instead of just a blip. I don't know if you noticed that.
I gotta admit, I was too busy looking at a bunch of other stuff. I'm gonna watch the video after I get done. I'm just waiting for Jay's message to pop through here. Hey, John. Wait a minute. There we go. When are you gonna hook us up with our own satellite? When are you gonna make that happen? Scott was wondering. Thank you, Chris, for having us live in your car on the way to work. I appreciate it. Oh, the ID comes straight from the satellite. That's a good point. Didn't think about
Yes,
that.
I mean that's a little bit wider band signal because it's directly from it.
So, John,
Very well said.
and also, John, we want the. Okay, he says next week we want the DStar reflector 344 Charlie link to that as well. I think Scott, I just added that in there. I think that'd be good. Would that be fair? But in all honesty, man, that's pretty cool stuff. That's the first. I mean, I've tried it before, but not like I just kind of like caught it like last minute, and I wasn't really ready for it when I made the contact before. This one I actually tried, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate Dana helping me out with this. This is pretty cool. And to have a little bit of extra pressure with everybody watching kind of made it a little more intense for me. I don't normally get nervous before these live streams, but I knew I was going to try something a little different here that I'm not familiar with and a little bit out of my, what's the word I'm looking for, comfort level. So, and I'd be quite embarrassed if I didn't make the contact there. So, hey, we're working on that, by the way. Or actually, he's working on that, I should say. I don't see your message come through yet there, Jay. I'm going to put this in here. Pin message there.
All right, I just tasted your pork bellies there, Greg.
I just did too. So, by the way, we have a Discord channel that actually Dana's coming on through the admins channel there. Email's correct on QRZ, or you can try it at Echo Golf Golf, Paul Romeo Oscar at AOL.com. Once again, Echo Golf Golf, Paul Romeo Oscar at AOL.com. You out of here? Take care, man. Ryan, thank you for being a part of the Greg K6EGG live stream tonight and following along. This was quite a different night than normal. I just wonder if the other guy heard me. Hopefully he clicked on the QRZ page later. See, I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna probably try to put this video in a couple different Facebook groups. Once I get it, once I'm done here. So maybe we'll try something tomorrow night. But it literally, Dana, I know we've been talking about it for a couple months, actually probably about a year now. So, very.
You know, what would be cool, Greg, is if we get different people on the linear bird, we could all have a 5-way QSO on a linear bird. That would be really cool.
Would that tracking software help me for that?
Absolutely.
That's going to get downloaded probably a little bit later. Sent to both places now. All right. I'm going to try to play that because it's coming from Oklahoma and even a little bit further away.
Pretty impressive, isn't it, that we're here in California and you're being heard in Oklahoma.
And Texas
And
and
it's
Houston.
it's not through the internet.
No digital propagation there. Just think how far over the water it went, too. I didn't think I'd be able to hit that far away with the ISS, because I know I've seen it when it was like over. I think the furthest I've seen it was over Kansas. What layers are satellites in? They're in low Earth orbit. Most of them are below the ISS, right? I'm not going to be ready for that one. I want to get that program downloaded and play with it. Which bums me out.
AO92 is much harder to hit. It's an older satellite, and it's been drifting off frequency, so you have to have a lot more power and a lot more directivity. But AO92 has been a really great bird, but it's on its last leg.
Still waiting for the email to pop in here. Well,
the cool thing about the RS-44, Greg, is it has such a wide footprint that we could be talking from here all the way to Central America, all the way down to South America, and as far north as Antarctica. I'm sorry, the North Pole.
As far north as Antarctica. I'm down with that.
Remember, the poles are switching. By 50,000 years, will be reversed. But yeah, I got Thule, Greenland the other night on the RS-44. That's my furthest distance.
That's pretty good. I'm going to get on kilometers. That's pretty low. Let's get on 344 Charlie.
Again, how do I get in your reflector, Greg? Because I'm looking at my open spot here. I still can't find it.
10 miles? 100 miles? Yeah, that sounds about right. Set it on Discord as well, okay? Is John still in the house? Jay Hunt.
Yeah, it says not.
Here you go.
M7 UFT. K6EGG.
Kilo Charlie 5 Delta Lima Foxtrot.
Mike 13 6EGG. Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf M7 UFT 5 Mike Delta Mike 13.
You may need to update the host files. Thank you very much, Jay, for sending that over. I appreciate it.
How do I update the host file? I'm sorry, I don't know.
Maybe we can help get you to get that help you need here.
I'm one of those guys that's dangerous. If I try and update something, I'll corrupt it.
He hasn't played with the open spot. How can we get you on 344? You could try it through the pop-up repeater, maybe. Although you're not a member, so I'd be careful with that. I wonder if... What if still hasn't shipped? I don't think that's going to be coming before then. Okay, Scott is probably going to help you out. Do a quick setup. You still in there, Dana?
Yep, I'm here.
Go to do quick setup.
Okay.
I don't know what that means, but
all right. Now what?
go to DCS XLX.
Okay. Okay.
Can you type in 344?
All right. And just select it.
Yep. DCS XLX. Yeah.
Nope, does not find it. You had an idea. I'm going to try it, Greg. I'll get off. I'm going to try it on the 9700, see if I can dial it in that way. like you said earlier.
Yeah, manually.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it with the 9700.
Isn't there, Scott? Isn't there a way for him to connect to me directly? Through the open spot 3? This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring reflector 344 Charlie. Would you like to make a comment? Did I make it in? Did I make it in? I did not make it in. I am not making it in. XLX344 Charlie. Oh, it says it's not in.
Link to XLX344C.
There we go. Now I'm in.
And
This-
it's XLS.
This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring XLX344 Charlie. Yes,
Okay.
that's correct. 344
All right.
Charlie.
There you are. W5KY.
Fun night there, Jesse. That was a lot of fun, man. Looking forward to playing with this a little bit more tomorrow and maybe into Sunday as well. K6EGG.
Oh man, that was a blast. I enjoyed it. I was rooting for you. I'm glad you made it in. Yeah, y'all both sounded good.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Like I said on the stream, I was I was kind of nervous. It'd be, I don't know, I guess for me it'd be a little bit embarrassing go through all this trouble and not be able to do it. But I got to tell you, it's a bear trying to focus in on the Doppler effect there, tracking it in manually, and trying to change the transmitted on it too, because I was watching that move around as well. You get it there, Dana?
You'll be fine. You were great tonight at it. I was really proud of you. That's good. And you got Dana helping you and Scott, so you'll be on there. You'll be shooting those birds out of the sky right and left before you know it. I'll get out of here and let somebody else catch you. Whiskey 5, Kilo Yankee, 73.
Copy that. I appreciate the encouragement there. Whiskey 5, KY. This is Greg, K6EGG. And John, are you out there as well? KE4TZN. I actually remember that. KE4TZN. This is Greg, K6EGG. I don't think he's in here. No, I don't. Actually, I don't see him on the. I don't see him on the dashboard. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. My bad. I apologize. I do remember that having that conversation with you earlier. Oop. Yeah, we got to get that DStar link up to the ISS crossband repeater. I think that would be awesome. Make that happen. All right, I'm going to go back. Dana, you still there? Hello, Dana. Dana? Dana? Would you like to make a comment? Dana? Maybe he's trying to mess with this or he's reading his manual there. So I'll wait here for a few minutes. There's something else. They abandoned me.
It's updating my stupid open spot now, the database, so I'm locked out.
Oh, yeah, it's going to take a while. He's back. He's back. And John's reading the manual. Maybe he can help you out. He's pretty good with that stuff.
Oh, I think I got on the radio now, but now I need the open spot. How long does it take to update the database in the stupid open spot?
I haven't done it for a while, to be honest with you.
Slow.
Where did you go to do that?
It's automatic. I plugged the stupid thing in and it was going okay, and then all of a sudden it said update. Boom. It locked me out.
When's the last time you've been on it?
About 2 weeks ago.
I just leave mine on. I've only probably shut it off twice since July.
Oh, wow.
It plays better if it stays on.
I'm getting emails everywhere. W7BMD, Charlie November 87 heard us. K6SFO in San Francisco heard us. KN6BOP heard us. A lot of people heard us.
I have not gotten any emails from anybody. Send them the link of the channel there. I had trouble hearing. I only heard that one fellow, the other fellow once. So where would I go on this screen to update the database? Quick setup? No.
I didn't have to. It did it for me automatically. I didn't have a choice.
Upgrade. No nothing there.
Where did Seth go?
It's late back there. He was just going to listen for a little bit.
Ah, okay.
So he's got to work early. I didn't know they had SMS chat in here.
Did Scott say, because I can't see it, did he say we could go direct on this thing?
I think I have to have a port open or something.
Oh.
He's still listening.
Okay, I see that.
A few people in here. Sounds like maybe Gabe's watching. I see Scott in there. Oop. Look at that picture for Seth there. VE3WKG. We got quite a few people in the, let me see here, on board here. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. And this is actually a repeater, it looks like. I don't think I recognize that call. W4 SAT? Is that the SAT? You got the SAT link up.
I'm here, Greg, K6EGG.
Hey, what's up there, Gabe? Were you able to watch the ISS pass live?
I wasn't able to watch it live. I got on a couple of minutes after you stopped. But, yeah, it was pretty, I went back and watched it. It was pretty exciting.
I must admit I was a bit nervous. But Dana held my hand there up until the last moment and let me walk out on my own. So it was good to make that possible. I'm looking forward to playing with some more satellite passes here, maybe with that software installed to make my life a little bit easier as far as tracking, because that's pretty intense there to try to track that thing as it's passing by. Especially as it gets a little bit closer, it starts moving a lot faster. And I have Ham Shack Hotline, but I gotta admit, I don't really,
Roger.
I don't really use it there, Jay.
That was the most intense I ever saw you. I mean, your head was bopping up and down, and you were just really focused on getting that thing. So it's a good thing you got it.
Yeah, I'm interested to see my facial expressions. I haven't been able to watch it myself yet, but I'll check it out after I get done with the live stream here in a few minutes. I'm just waiting for Dana to see if he can pop in here.
You know, one of the local guys here does a lot of satellite work. With N6JJI, I think is his call sign. And, yeah, maybe he can give you some pointers, but yeah, that sounds pretty interesting. I've never worked satellites, but the 9700 is a great radio for that, as you found out tonight.
It definitely is a very powerful radio. I still haven't really used it to my maximum capability, but tonight was definitely a lot of fun, and antenna to antenna was pretty cool here, having people hearing me all the way over in Oklahoma and Texas and everything like that through the air. So I'm looking forward to playing some more satellite stuff, and I'm just looking at my face here from the stream a little bit earlier tonight, and I do look a little bit intense. Maybe I should change the intention level or intense level there a little bit.
All right, sounds good there, Greg. All right, let me get back to what you were doing. It looks like you're looking at that, so yeah, I'll stand by and watch that. K6EGG.
Copy that, Gabe. Always good to hear you out here. Thanks for hooking up the repeater over to 344 Charlie there. K6EGG. That's actually from the stream earlier.
I'm up to 25%.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to outlast you here. I'm getting a little tired. As you know, I had a very hard night last night with my allergies.
Yeah, but those pork bellies cleared mine up.
It definitely did on mine. I still have a pretty good headache, though. So I think I'm going to end her here. I had a lot of fun. I'm going to be back tomorrow night. I'm going to give you a little preview. Maybe I'm going to try to get that software loaded into my computer here and get that thing going and see if I can get it to control the Icom 9700. I don't know how that works. Dex, Rob, whatever your freaking name is, I'll see you later. Stay away from those flat earthers. They may make you crazy.
Thanks for the QSO for space, Greg. That was really fun. At 7.9 miles away, it's something going 27,000 miles an hour. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, man, that was pretty exciting. I was pretty happy with myself.
Does that still count as simplex?
No, it's repeated. It's crossband repeated, right?
I know it's a crossband repeater, so
it's definitely antenna to antenna.
Yep.
Kevin, you take care, man. Thanks for jumping in the chat tonight. I appreciate it. And don't forget to tell your friends. Send it out. Put it on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, whatever the heck, social media. Much will be appreciated. There's no index. You can show them this video. It's not flat because of the Doppler effect and it passing over and stuff. So.
And we should have said live on YouTube on the satellite pass. This is Greg live on YouTube.
I probably should have said that. I didn't think about that, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. I just elated that we actually talked.
Yeah, I might try that next time. I just want to kind of focus on trying to get through that satellite. So definitely, yeah, it was a lot of fun tonight. It was pretty intense for myself. So you guys take care. Dana, stay on the line real quick, and I'm going to play some really bad music for you guys and unlink from the 344 reflector here.
Link to RES 0.
All right, guys, you take care. See you guys.
Charlie.